Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video I decided to do something like really simple for Valentine's Day. This is definitely something more like for the nighttime. I really liked how this look came out. It has like a hint of purple and pinks in the inner corner, you guys. It's so cute. So if you guys want to see how it achieves this look, just keep on watching. So I already went ahead and I primed my eyes off camera, and then I'm gonna take the Kylie Royal Peach palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Sorbet. It's a really nice like cream color, and I'm just gonna apply that all over the crease. You don't have to be specific with it, just blend it out. And then taking the shade Peachy, I'm gonna apply this in the crease, and just make sure to like blend it in a little lower than where you placed the first color. Then taking the shade Cinnamon, I'm just gonna place that a little lower and darken out the outer corner, and make sure you apply it to the outer like V of the eye. This will help with to define the eye a lot more. And make sure you go back and forth to blend it out. Just make sure to take the shade Peachy with the first brush and blend out the shade Cinnamon so you don't have any harsh lines. Then I'm gonna take the shade Coco Bear. It's a Makeup Geek eyeshadow, and that's gonna help apply like darken up the outer crease a lot more. And just take that with a big brush and blend it out, but then go in with a smaller and more defined brush and pack that in on the outer V, and make sure you go back and forth and blend all the shades together. So just take the other shades and blend out like the same steps you did before. And after blending it all, just make sure you apply a little bit more of that Coco Bear on the outer third. I'm taking the shade Sorbet and just making sure I blend all those shades together. And then I'm taking the Stilla Shimmer and Glow in the shade Carefree, and I'm just gonna take a like more defined precision brush and just apply that to the inner corner. And I like doing it this way a lot better, just because it helps where the placement and not having a lot of product. And then taking the Colourpop Supernova shadow in the shade Moonlit, I'm just gonna do the same thing and apply on top of Carefree, and this kind of blends it in together so it's not a harsh purple, and it makes it like a nice pink. Then taking more of that shade Coco Bear, I'm just gonna make sure to blend out the outer corners and go back and forth and blend this. You want to make sure you like find a transition like where you blend all together so it doesn't look so harsh. Then going back in with the shade Cinnamon, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out the Coco Bear and the purple shadow together. And then I go ahead and deepen up the outer crease a lot more, like the outer V. It's a process, you guys. Just make sure you guys have no harsh lines and just blend until you feel like you're satisfied with the look. I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and just wipe off the fallout, and I like using a makeup wipe because I could sharpen up the line. So for foundation, I'm gonna take the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil Free Foundation and the NYX Total Control drops, and I'm just gonna apply this to the face. I'm gonna apply the Cover FX first, and then taking some drops of the NYX, I'm just gonna apply like directly to the skin. And with just a flat kabuki brush, just make sure you blend it out. And you want to make sure you blend down your chin and down your neck. You don't want to have a harsh line. I usually like to cover up the lips and everything just because I don't like how like pink my lips are, and I just like putting lipstick all over that. So don't forget to blend it all the way to the back of the to the forehead and like to the ears too. After, I'm just gonna take a damp sponge. This is from Eco Tools, and I just like to do that, like soak up the excess of the foundation, and it helps like push the product into the skin a lot more. So for concealer, I'm gonna take the Urban Decay All Nighter concealer and apply this underneath the eyes, on the bridge of the nose, on the cupid bow, on the forehead, and on the chin. You want to highlight mostly everywhere the light catches your face. And I'm also going to take the Colourpop No Filter concealer and apply this on top of the same places we applied the Urban Decay one. It's just a little bit more like creamier, and it makes it blend a lot better. I don't know, I wanted to try this out. So just take that sponge again and just blend it out. I like this sponge a lot just because it helps blend out like the lines, and it has a little tip where it gets in between the little places, like right there, like in between my eyes. It helps so much. And then I also like to like clean up the eyebrows, and when I blend down underneath the eyes, I like how it helps me clean up the line of the eye shape. So just make sure you blend it all out, and make sure your sponge is damp. You don't want to use a dry sponge. To set the face, I'm going to take the Kat Von D Locket's Locket powder and just apply this to the face. I actually baked a little, but the camera didn't record that process. So for bronzer, I'm going to take the Hourglass bronzer and apply this all over to the hollow of the cheeks and to the temples of your forehead. And this is just gonna really warm up the face. For contour, I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'm just gonna apply this to the same places and like kind of carve out the chin. So this kind of helps and mimics like a slimmer face. So it's really helpful. So for blush, I'm gonna take the Becca Mineralized blush in the shade Songbird, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to the apples of the cheeks. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take MAC Peaches blush and just apply that on top, just to blend them together, so it could give me more of a like warmer pink, like peachy color. So then for highlight, I'm gonna take the Anastasia X Nicole Guerrero highlighting palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Daydream. And I'm just gonna apply that to the highest point of the face, so the cheekbone, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, the cupid's bow. I'm gonna apply a little bit to the chin, and I'm gonna apply a little bit to the forehead as well. It just gives you such a nice radiant glow. So to continue on with the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and continue using the shade Cinnamon, and I'm just gonna apply that like all over the under eye, on the lower lash line. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out with the shade Peachy, and put a little bit of Cocoa Bear on to define the lower lash line. But for inner corner highlight, I'm gonna use the NYX Dual Chrome highlighter, and I'm gonna spritz a little bit with Kat Von D setting spray and apply that to the brow bone. So for liquid lipsticks today, I'm gonna apply the Anastasia Dusty Rose. It's such a nice, like, pretty warm tone, like, look. And on top of that, I'm gonna go with E.L.F times Alissa Ashley lip gloss, and just apply that for a really nice, like glossy lips. So you guys, this kind of completes this video. don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and let me know down below what you guys would like to see next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.